Hello everybody, this is Valet Games and we are Looney Tunes back in action. Back with some Kingdom of Amalur ReReckoning. Even though this is probably my least viewed series, the people that do watch it watch the most of my videos. So, figured we'd jump back in, make a new one of this. Hello to everyone that my $50 worth of YouTube ads have brought in. Thank you for joining me. If you're curious, this is, what it is. I play games, I talk. It's pretty much my channel. What were we doing last time? We were doing the House of Ballad stuff, so did I already talk to Hallam the White?
Expects you in the south. Make haste.
Yeah. Okay, so it wants me... Alright. Already did that. If you guys watched the last video, you know what it wants me to do. I don't know why I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. Did they... No. That's still busted, right? I was gonna be like, did they fix it finally? Yeah. I think it's still a wonky skybox. Oh well, it's just the Switch 2 version that's like that. Doesn't decrease my enjoyment. None. I would like to get a PlayStation 5 though. That's kind of been... when it came out, I was like, I'll get one when they're like $300, and now... going on 8 years later, 5 years, I don't know how long they've been out. However many years later, they've jumped up another $100, $200, but I'm trying to sell my Skylanders Swap Force game with my PlayStation 4. And if I can get like $350 for that, and then if I can get $300 for my Xbox Series S with a, 1 terabyte extra memory. Again, that's not... I mean, I've checked prices. That's not really gouging. Those are pretty fair on good deals. I just gotta wait for someone to be willing to bite the bullet. Mercari's a... void hole anyways. I know how I am. I'm like, I'm not buying this until it's the cheapest it could possibly be, and then I'm gonna offer even less money. I'm not always like that. If it's something I want, usually, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good on secondhand sites. Sometimes I do feel bad where they're selling like a DS game for $7, and I'm like, would you take $6? And they're like, yeah. Like, that person's making nothing on the other end of it, but on the other end, or on my side, it's not like it's a brand new game. Some of the small ones, though, I'm like, did I really need to haggle them down from like $7 to $5.50? Oh shit. Oh, my weapons can get damaged. Interesting. Maybe I knew that. Or maybe that's a DLC thing. I think I bought the DLC. I don't know. People like getting me gift cards for, birthdays, holidays. Other times you give gifts. Not very often. How often are you guys getting gifts? I get gifts like once a year, twice a year. That's not true. My girlfriend's pretty good about picking me up little things. But most of the time, pre-her, I think my brother gets me like a $25 coffee gift card. And my little sister used to get me something. And yeah, now I think the only gifts I get really are from my girlfriend and my grandmother still. Part of growing up. But that's why I'm trying to think of what it was specific, because I don't get them very often, so. Must have been a birthday gift card or Christmas gift card or something. Is this the quest I'm tracking? Oh goodness. Oh no. What was I even doing? That one. And where's that at? Okay. I can speed this up then. There's been a couple games coming out that I'm like interested in, but more so because of, you know, the cool or interesting or fun new mechanics they're introducing, and I'm interested in when bigger games start developing or stealing the mechanics, I guess, more aptly. Like Tainted Grail I haven't played, but I've seen a bunch of, or like Fall of Avalon or whatever. There seems like there's a billion first person or third person action RPGs, or like just RPGs in general coming out on the smaller scale that it's too much for me to keep up with, but I need to do some research and like find the one or two gems, you know. If you haven't seen, I've been playing, and this would be good for you guys, it's not like I'm recommending my Pokemon videos to people watching a fantasy game. Dread Delusion, if you haven't checked that out. I made one video on it, but I highly recommend checking that game out on your own if you're into fantasy role-playing stuff. I guess their like marketing has described it as like a Morrowind-like, but it's its own thing with its own art style and world, and but it's a little fantasy game, you know, in the style of older Elder Scroll games, I guess. Is how you'd best describe it, with its own unique like pixel art. It's not really pixel, it's a very unique art style that might bump you, but if it's something that you're interested in, I would highly recommend. If you can get past the the abrasiveness on the eyes, I don't mind it. In fact, I was trying to think of what my next video was going to be after this. I might make one of those. Another Dread Delusion video. It's been a while since I played any Donkey Kong too. Maybe I'll do that. I'm at the point where I almost only play video games on the channel, and then if I'm not playing it for the channel, I'm like, well, I don't want to play it, because I could play it for the channel, you know? So then the other games is, I have a PS Vita, and a few games for that. I was always a handheld kid, so as an adult I've tracked down the handhelds I never had as a kid. Vita was one of them. I remember like friends having, and Deep Cut. I think I mentioned him once before. My my grandpa had a girlfriend on my mom's side, who had a kid that I called Cousin Nick. Come on. Okay, well. So So it's my grandpa's girlfriend's son, but I called him Cousin Nick, and he was around for probably, 10 years, 8 years of my younger life. I haven't seen him in I don't know how long. Hope he's doing good. I think I told the story of that's who I ended up. One summer I got Lego Lord of the Rings for the Wii. And we stayed up for like 2 nights straight and beat the entire thing. That was a pretty good memory. What am I looking for? There we go. But that same trip, actually, when they came to town, he went to Walmart and got himself a PlayStation Vita that he had saved up for all summer, and he wouldn't let me play on it at all. Always wanted one, so, you know, I've got adult money. They're not too much. Can get some used ones for under $150. It's funny how your perception of money changes. When I was a kid, I would have said, oh my goodness, but that's like a week's worth of grocery trips now. Or one grocery trip for a week's worth of groceries. Everything's so expensive, it doesn't really matter, because no matter what, I'm paying over $30, you know? There's 2 of us. Doesn't matter where we go out to eat, doesn't matter where we shop, doesn't matter. Need to make more money. I got business cards for my photography business. Oh, she's queen.
Welcome, Sir Sagrel. May I congratulate you on your victory in Gorgoath. I am Queen Belmaid, love of King Wenson, Grand Lady of the House of Ballads.
Plan is to start scattering them around town and like free, you know, those like free libraries that you see at the park. Or like, take a book, exchange a book. Places like that.
The Fae of the East are not our enemies. We count them among our kind. At least we did. Times change. That is such a mortal thing to say.
Stick them in some books and drop them off.
It is likely that you do not understand our need for continuity. Our desire to repeat the past for the good of the coming future. What then is your drive to create a bloodline? There's no difference. The House of Ballads is our family tree. It is the sire we look to for wisdom. He represents all that is pure and just in the Summer Court. He is the vibrancy of life, what the Winter Court has always sought to darken with its decaying ways.
But, yeah. That's not exactly paying the bills yet.
She is our nemesis. The villain we in the House of Ballads are destined to thwart through all the seasons of the telling. If there is trouble, the maid is at its origin.
And then I get, you know, I fall down rabbit holes where I really hardly hyperfixate on something, so it'll be like, it's either this or it's photography. And then I'll be doing one for a week and forget to do the other one.
All who celebrate the telling. We are symbols of a greater truth, not the truth itself. I am best known for my infiltration of the Maid of Windermere's kingdom beyond the hills. It was I who shattered her ambitions to topple the Summer Court.
We'll get there.
It is difficult to see from its current condition, but the oratory was once the finest venue for performances of the Summer Court canon. The voices still linger. We regaled many a king under the oratory's grand
Yo,
canopy.
what's up with their giant man hands? You see that?
Our time has passed.
Alright, tell me about the telling.
This realm is at the mercy of cycles, of seasons, and the role of the Fae is no different. The telling is the ongoing story in which we all play an integral part.
So yeah, I haven't been playing Skylanders because I've been trying to sell my PlayStation 4, so it hasn't been plugged in, but I need to make some more Trap Team videos. My goal was I could get a PlayStation 5 and play them on the PlayStation 5, but might have to dig the PS4 back out before I sell it. There's King Winson.
When Hallam told me a mortal had taken the open seat, I did not believe him. But here you stand before me. Impressive. It is a pity about Sagra, a grand hero. But there's not time to raise the king's token in his honor. We need every hand carrying a sword for the coming battle. We've come to aid Sir Ferrara, our brother in the Court of Enchantments. It is time for his telling of the Ballad of Bloody Bones.
What's the Ballad of Bloody Bones?
It is a ballad of obsession and sacrifice, one of the summer's oldest. Bloody Bones was not always as a terror. No, he was once called Famor, a counselor to Issa himself. Sadly, he was driven by lust.
Ooh,
By
you guys
his
hear
need
that?
to
That was my
possess
neck.
Whatever he desired. Taking Lord Issa's lover, he fled.
No,
with
my
her
mic's
to his
pretty good at
hollow
blocking that
Urua.
stuff out.
When the maiden was rescued, Issa
She's not at
cursed
picking me up.
he could not die, and his soul would never enter the great cycle. He became an abomination. known
Then
only
again, I
as
think it's been
Bloody
pretty
Bones.
good since I switched to this
Every few seasons, Bloody would emerge and steal away
recording
a maiden
program.
to make his bride. That is, until he took the beloved of Sir Ferrara. He is one who prefers action to discussion. A tempestuous firebrand who would rather pursue the mortal flesh than any other of life's mysteries. That is why his ballad is such a stirring one. Ferrara will always be the lovable rogue who finally chooses another over himself. Timeless is what it is. There is no need to kneel. Honestly, I wish I could do away with all this king nonsense altogether. The tragedy we face, it is not legend. It is real. It is now. Yes, I am the acting Wenson. But the true king has been gone for many seasons. I am the fifth such fay to hold the title. And at times like this, I wish I did not. Ferrara went in pursuit of his nemesis, for Bloody Bones has emerged, poised to abduct a maiden to be his mistress. So goes his song. You will need to revive Ferrara after the
The
battle.
character models actually
Can
don't
only
look too
assume I
bad,
would not have
and
sent you unprepared for this
it's
task.
because they weren't
Go
chasing
to Ferrara,
realism.
and quickly. When the two of you finish, I will await you at the House of Ballads in the north. Do be careful, Sagril.
You know, it's still artistically stylized. And that's my, you know, thesis for why video games have been kind of in the stagnation point, where you'd think when VR came out, everyone would have gone, okay, these are the consoles of the future, and started making VR consoles and VR games. Instead, it was just about how lifelike can we get the graphics? How realistic can we get this to look? Like, imagine if everyone was playing on 8-bit still, and then the Sony CD drive games came out, and they're like, nah, we're going to keep making 8-bit games. Like, that's what happened.
Uduath is northwest, on the shores of Ettenmere. It is sealed by a powerful
Why aren't we
spell.
making VR?
Bloody's magic is weak. You should be able to gain entrance.
Probably cheaper than gaming console at this point. You gain entrance, okay.
Few know the truth of the House of Ballads, that we are not the actual heroes of myth. Those knights have gone, passing into the cycle, or moving on to nobler adventures. However, it is our wish for the great songs to endure, that seasons of Fae would sing them before the fires. True power is in returning to what matters. So the House
LARPers.
of Ballads was established, and worthy warriors were found to act in the roles of Wenson, Bellmaid, and the others. To tell these tales is a great honor.
Okay. So they're a LARPing group. Alright, find Sir Ferrara. I'm coming for you, Ferrero Rocher. D-Tier is home to the richest mineral deposits in all the Feylands. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of all I've got going on. I think I talked about my film camera already, but that makes a good time filler here while we're running to the next spot. Went up to my grandparents for the 4th to help them out with some stuff. They're trying to sell their property, so my grandma wanted me to take property pictures. I was like, you guys should probably get a professional for this. I haven't even had my first client yet, but she wanted me to do it, so I took some pictures for her. Oh, I can swim. Interesting. Uh-oh. That might have been a mistake. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's do that. But yeah, we went up there and he had this old Minolta SRT 200 that had been sitting in his, he was an electrician, sitting in his shop for the past like 20-30 years, covered in dust, but it's fully manual, so like all mechanical workings. So you clean it off and everything still works. Pretty amazing. I've been taking pictures with it. I haven't sent the film in yet. Hopefully there's no like light leak or damage to it like that. But even from my slight researching, I think I should be able to fix that. The important stuff all works. Okay. Let's go meet Sir Ferrara. And we're closing in on 30 minutes, so I might wrap it up there. Ba-da-da. Apparently the new Minions movie was pretty good. I don't know if that's a meme or if people genuinely mean it, but it's got me interested to check it out. Sir Ferrero Rocher. About the camera work. I am not controlling it. Yeah. Now I am.
A mortal?
There we go, Sir Ferrero.
Of humor. Well, you look hardy enough. Won't botch the tale of Bloody Bones too badly, I suppose. Still, I'm curious as to how Hallam expects you to bring me back from the edge of the Great Cycle. But that's his problem, not mine. They are Almain, settlers from the west, searching for a place to plant their flag. Poor creatures. I've never seen such terrible luck. Camp just outside Uduath, right in Bloody Bones' warpath. Better they had cut their own throats. A kinder fate. The Duke of the Cursed Fomorians, Slayer of Pombero and Protector of the Mabinogi. But you may call me brother. I have fought with the lords and ladies of the Court of Enchantments for 3 seasons. My skills with the blade and in the bed.
Okay, dude.
Let me be truthful with you, Dustling. I've never seen Bloody Bones act so erratically. He cares nothing for the story, as if he craves a different outcome. Instead of spiriting away a young mortal maiden, he took an entire camp. Men, women, children. It's mad, and certainly not part of the tale. And I thought this ballad couldn't get any worse, considering my impending demise. Well, let's get this over with, shall we? May your gods be with you. Bloodies around here.
All right. I think I will save this for next time. Make you guys wait for it. Oh, is it not going to let me? It might not let me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'll save here and make you guys wait for next time. But you guys know the drill if you made it this far. This has been Valet Games. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Any way you interact with the video helps me out. Let me know what you guys have been playing, what you've been excited for, if you want to see any more of this, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.